As many of you familiar with me know, ever since Innova came out with the Toro, I've been a huge fan of this disc as a very versatile approach disc. I think it's one of the best approach discs in the game, and I've been bagging them ever since they came out. Now, right now I bag two different Toros. I have this Champion Toro, which is honestly, as far as Toros go, pretty understable. I mean, it's still overstable, but it flies like pretty much straight and then dumps out. Then we have this Color Glow run that came out kind of around when the mold was created, which is kind of known as the more overstable run of Toro. I know Calvin uses it as his overstable run. So I kind of try to keep one sort of more straight flyer, one more overstable, but these are kind of hard to get. They don't really have like a super overstable run compared to like a beat up Champion one. And so I've kind of been looking for something like that for a while. Well, recently Innova came out with the Halo Toro. Now I understand this is a limited edition, so they're not going to have this in full production. This is kind of like a holiday, Christmas, whatever. It's like a sleigh with a, a bowl on the front with Santa or whatever. Notably, this is pretty much board flat, and I expect to be pretty overstable as Halo plastic tends to be. It also feels really good in my hand. So to see if this fills the slot of that more overstable run and see if it really is that good, because I feel like if it is good, Innova is going to start making more of them. It's kind of a winter wonderland out here. Before the camera started rolling, I literally was looking around for the tee pad, which I found the end of it right here, but we're just throwing Toros from the short tees, so shouldn't be too much of a problem. I'll throw the three of these against each other, maybe switch to just the two overstable ones once we kind of get more of a feel, but it'll be nice to have the one that I beat up a little bit to kind of get a good comparison. And we'll see if this Toro makes the bag. I really want it to. It looks really pretty, and it feels really good too. For this hole, we're going straight ahead hyzer. Probably won't tell us too much, but maybe it will. I'll try and release it maybe a little flat so we can see how they all dump out. I think it's about 250. I don't really know the range, honestly. Try my best to get a good plant. There we go. You can see it's still overstable, but kind of pushes forward quite a bit. What I'm looking for in that more overstable Toro is something that dumps out a little bit earlier. It doesn't go into that bush. Now we'll try this Color Glow one. Should be a little bit more overstable. Oh, I threw it low. That was just a bad throw. It looked maybe like it was more overstable. It's tough to plant my feet in the snow right here. All right, Halo Toro. Let's give it a whirl. I'll try and give it good height. Oh yeah, look at that. Threw it way out right. Still kind of pushed a little too far. Maybe that was on me overthrowing it. So far, felt pretty good. We'll go try and putt. I think we have both of those in the tree over there, which is right around Circle's edge. All right, looks like both of these landed pretty much right next to each other. I'll just give a putt from the red one, which didn't push quite as far into the tree. Oh, we can do better than that. Oh, close. All right, we're a little warmed up now. Let's get away from this road because I cannot stand the sound of these cars whipping by. All right, first of all, look at the front of this tee pad that I just had to search for. It's completely covered in snow. My discs that I just putt with are also totally caked in snow. Man, I don't know, I don't really play much in the winter, especially when it's snowing like this. I don't know how you people that go out and play all winter long, I don't know how you do it. This is difficult for me. All right, new rule for this video, just to keep things running smooth, because it's taking me forever to wipe off all the snow off of all these discs. I'm only gonna throw two Toros, so I'll probably just throw the Color Glow in the Halo one, and I'll just putt from the best lie. I won't get both my putters all wet. All right, we got a similar distance to the last hole. And you can see the snow, got a little bit of a right to left. My hands are getting pretty cold. We're gonna go the old Toro and the new one on just a pushing flat hyzer or flat release, and then hope it kind of dumps out at the end. Yeah, I got to about Circle's edge. Hurts my hands. I'll tell you what, throwing forehands when it's 20 degrees outside, pretty tough. Definitely would disc up in a situation like this. All right, Halo Toro. I'll try and throw it about the same. Probably will still land a little short, but we should get a good read on the stability here. Oh yeah. Yeah, that finished quite a bit further right, and I even tried to push it out to the left a little bit on the release. They both went about the same distance, but I definitely saw a little bit more dump to the right, and especially with the wind coming across the right side. It's minimal, but it did fight back through the wind. And oh my gosh, I want to get away from this road so bad. Well, it looks like both of these landed directly behind this tree, so I don't really know which one's better. They both kind of have a bad angle at it. I think this one's squarely behind it though, so we'll take the Color Glow. Oh, and look at that, I just stepped in. Under here is all standing water that has like a layer of ice on it. All right, I'm putting with my Cosmic Fury from here on out because my regular putters are very cold and have no grip. Oh, hey, maybe too much grip. Sailed it. Oh, full of snow. Did it. I think I found the tee pad here. Oh, yeah, there it is. It's under like maybe 3 inches of snow. Seems like I'm the only one coming out here and doing this. I do see cart tracks and footprints going through. So someone came in here not too long ago. They were playing the long concrete tees. So all the short tees are submerged and I have to use U-disc to find them. By the way, if you haven't seen it, in my last video and on my Instagram, I promoted some mystery boxes that I'm doing, getting rid of a bunch of old discs. Very good value, 5 premium discs for 50 bucks, like easily 20 bucks, if not more than that, cheaper than what you would get buying all of them used even. They're all great discs, stuff that I used to throw. So if you're interested, check them out. They're gonna help me pay for my upcoming season, some of my travel expenses, tournament entries and all that. I'm doing YouTube and disc golf full-time with a little bit of tutoring on the side. So this will help me out a lot. So far, this Halo Toro is looking pretty promising. I'm starting to feel like it's gonna make the bag because it does feel like it has that little bit of extra overstability you want out of a fresh Toro. This is a pretty good litmus test. I'm gonna just hit a backhand flat, just kind of push it up, and we'll see how early they dump out. We've got a little bit of uphill. I think it's maybe 220 on this hole. I don't really know the exact distance, but it's not too long, just slightly uphill and pretty much a straight shot. So we'll see how much they dump out. Go Color Glow first, start us off. A little bit of hyzer out of the hand. Oh, pushed pretty far back. Maybe OB. I'm gonna try my best to give this more of a flat release. And man, I just love how board flat this thing is. Oh, I threw it low. Oh, but it still kind of kept going. That stability just kept it on its edge. It skipped off the snow. I don't know how well you can see that. That was pretty cool. You know, I felt like I threw this a little low out of my hand, but just because we have like 3 to 4 inches of really fluffy snow, it was able to just chew through it on that like overstable. I threw it like kind of flat and it just fought out and just chewed through all the snow. If that weren't an overstable disc, it probably would have came through, showed a lot of the front of the disc to the snow and would have slowed it down a lot more. But because it was able to dump out a little bit towards the end, pushed all the way to putting us within like 10 feet. Looks like the Color Glow one, way back here, almost OB. You know, I can't quite 100% tell yet, but I do think the Halo one, granted it's 2 years newer, this Color Glow one is like 2 years old, but I haven't thrown it that much, and it is pretty overstable. I think this Halo one is just a touch more overstable. I would just caution you when you buy these, because I know a lot of times when they do runs, especially in plastic that isn't full production, you can get a little bit of dome on these, so you want to make sure they're board flat. And if you want to get a board flat Toro, the best place to go is otbdiscs.com. They're going to have you a nice little profile and give you a rating for how flat it is, so you can know for sure you're getting the disc that you want. You don't want to get something that's a little bit less stable, a little bit more glidey with that dome on it. You want to get these board flat, nice and mellow, just dump out Toros, exactly how I like them. And don't forget to use code Chili at checkout, get free shipping. All right, I decided to skip ahead to hole 5 because aside from the initial gap hit, this hole's pretty wide open. And so I'm just gonna obviously try and hit the gap, but I'm gonna flex it a little bit. I don't really have any room and forehands aren't gonna do it for me here. And this really is a good amount of snow. This isn't just a dusting, man. This is all from today, I think. Most of it's from today. You can tell because the bottom layer is as soft as the top layer. Oh, and my bag just fell over and now the entire inside of my bag is all filled with snow. So that's fun. We're gonna try and flex it through this gap a little bit, give it a little bit of turn even and get it to fight back. We'll see which one does better. Let's give you a better angle here, huh? There you go, that's better. All right, flex shot. First one. Oh, slippy. Oh. Let's try that again. Can't be deceived. That's all water in front of me. I gotta go around. Oh yeah. It looks like ice. Wonder if I can walk over it. Oh, oh, that's some thick ice. It was cracking a little bit, but it's pretty good. Okay, we're gonna try not to slide off the edge of the tee pad here. We'll just do pretty much the smallest X step I can possibly do. Yeah. Oh, it didn't fight out too much. Also didn't go that far, probably because of the everything, because of the conditions. All right. I think if we can hit a similar line, I'm hoping this fights out a little more. That's kind of, you can kind of see I gave that some good angle, and it kind of just drifted. It didn't really try to fight out too much. So let's give this the same angle, try our best, given the conditions, and see if it does the same thing. Oh, look at that. Yes. Yes, look at that fight out. That's exactly what I want. It's so good. Well, it looks like we outdrove the other disc by like 30 feet because it fought out for me. Still like 50 short of the basket, unfortunately. We're throwing uphill in these conditions, so not exactly the best, but Cosmic Fury putt, 20 degrees. I don't even know the actual temperature. I think it's around 20. Maybe we can make a little step putt. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Go! Oh, come on! Oh, that was so good. I literally feel like a detective right now. I know the screen's probably just white for you, but I just feel like I can kind of see the outline of a tee pad through the snow here. Look at that. I don't know if it comes across on camera, but there's just the tiniest little outline on the back edge there. I think we could safely play these next 2 holes and call it a day. You know, reassure ourselves that this is the disc that we think it is, but I think this Halo Toro is the real deal. As long as you get it board flat, which I'm assuming most of them are, although I do recall seeing on OTB that some of them either were puddle top or had some dome, I don't really know, but there were quite a few board flat options and there's still some on there, so go ahead and get yourself some. But yeah, seeing that thing fight out of that flex, I know I put them on pretty similar angles and it definitely finished way more left. I really like that. We've got a little bit of a downhill left to right angle here. I think I'm just gonna throw a forehand flex. I haven't really flexed a forehand yet, so we'll see how that goes. We'll go color glow first. I'm gonna just like kind of flex it at that left big tree, left of the opening. We'll see how it goes. See, it just drifts. Like it's overstable, but if I give it a lot of angle, it doesn't come back. All right, Halo Toro, gonna try the same thing. Just a nice, pretty decent flex angle here. And the wind's pushing left to right, so if it can fight out early, it'll really push it back. That wasn't as much angle, but look at that. Fights all the way back. I probably missed it by a couple degrees, but still, just fought out. So nice, went way right. Now we're close to the basket. I was able to use the wind to kind of push it back towards the end of the flight. Very impressed. Off of the angle just a little bit, but look at the difference between where this one landed and then the other one way over there. Definitely a big difference in stability. I've honestly given up entirely on wiping these discs off. They're just gonna be like a little bit wet. My hands are really dry though, so it kind of works its way out. As long as I can get the snow off of them, it just gives a little bit of moisture to my hands. All right, we got another chance to make kind of a long putt. I feel like I would make this in good conditions probably most of the time, but right now, this feels impossible. Oh, Toro putt, Toro putt. Oh, that was better than the first one. It's just too stable. Man, whoever played through here before me did not put any effort into wiping these tee pads off, man. They just left all the snow here. It only takes like 2 seconds just to, you can see where he planted because there's all this packed snow on it. I mean, the concrete is basically frozen, so it's not exactly grippy by any means. And it seems to have even some mud on it I'm seeing come off into the snow here. Okay, I think I'm just gonna throw a standstill here. Last hole, hole 8, pretty easy one. Typically, I go kind of a spike forehand, but that's no fun. That doesn't really show many differences between the two discs. So I'm gonna go Standstill turnover, see what we can get. I feel like the color glow will be a little better here just because it has that more mellow turn. I can kind of give it a nice angle and let it slowly fight out and get close to the basket. But we'll see, I could be wrong. I'm not much of a Standstill guy, so bear with me here. I can't see it. I don't know where it went. It definitely drifted right quite a bit. I think it might have hit a branch. I got really lucky there though. It pulled it way right. All right, we'll try and trust the halo out to the left a little more and let it pan. I was a little afraid of keeping it way out left, but seems like we overcorrected on our worry there. There it is. Wonderful. I don't know if you could even see it. I think it came up pretty short with the headwind and everything, but pretty good. Well, I lost sight of the first one, but looks like they both landed legitimately right next to each other. So that's pretty cool. Let's leave it all out here on the course, huh? Got a long, just outside the circle putt, death putt drop off the back. Haven't made anything close to this distance the whole video, so it's a great time to knock one down here. Oh, what the heck? That thing glided so far. What? Man, that was like the first actual putt I've run with this Logic. Definitely will not be putting with the Logic anytime soon. That thing had a little bit of extra juice on it into the headwind. All right, so the conditions are a little bit questionable. Not the type of weather I'd normally play in, but man, I am very impressed by this thing. This was, I was worried it was gonna be pretty much the same as the other Toros I have, but this is fantastic. It finds a slot in my bag as that just slightly more overstable, a little bit more bite, something that I've been looking for a while to complement my more beat up champion Toros. So if you're looking for a nice, beefy, overstable Toro, this thing is great. You can go on OTB, make sure you get a flat top one, use code Chili at checkout and get yourself free shipping. This thing is awesome. It's going straight into the bag, and man, it looks beautiful. I really hope Innova does a full production run of the Halo Toro. Maybe someone will do a tour series Halo Toro next year. I don't know if Innova has any new people though, so maybe that's not likely to happen. Also, go check out my website, tylertd.com. The first link in the description. I'm doing 20 mystery boxes, getting rid of a bunch of old discs, helping you guys out. It's a great deal. 5 premium discs for $50, all great stuff, and it helps me out a bunch in my touring season coming up for the year 2025. Thanks for watching. I'll be back soon. I'll see you next time. Peace. Oh yeah, go Bills.